My dream has always been to own a Corvette, and recently I've made my dream come true and bought my next build and dream car from Copart for a fraction of the price. But the catch was, it was a totaled car. And after loading it up and driving it home, I started to inspect it and found the worst issue possible.
Dude, look at the hole in the fucking motor. Oh my God. The engine is completely exploded and we have to replace probably the entire thing itself. Yeah, this thing is not cranking over.
So after finding out that the motor was completely broken, it's time for us to figure out how we're gonna fix it. So because the motor is broken, we need to pull the engine from the car to fully inspect it and repair it. Well, if we can repair it.
Is that bad?
No, it's not good.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I don't know.
But see, yeah, the piston is still stuck in the
I
hole
think if
right
something
there.
had that catastrophic of failure, we're gonna need to replace like quite a bit of stuff too.
So what you're looking at is a piece of the motor broken inside. And this could have happened because of many reasons. Could be that it either lost oil pressure or the engine got really hot and exploded, but we don't know. So to break it down simply, this is a motor and they have pistons inside. The piston moves up and down in the engine and creates energy to keep your engine running. And instead of it moving up and down in its designated spot, it moved up and down all around the engine and broke it everywhere. From what we're looking at, it's been a catastrophic failure.
So the plan is we're gonna try to pull the motor from the top, which he's never done before. If we find a problem where we're like, I don't know if we wanna do that any further, we're gonna switch to pulling everything else from the bottom, which is good because we're gonna switch to most of the suspension stuff anyway. All right, I'm so fucking excited. Oh my God, like, oh, this is so sick. Like, I've been wanting to get in a build like this for so long. That's so cool. And if Nate wasn't here, it would take me 2 times longer, but I'm so glad I have the guidance. So thank you, NTG Builds, for being here and helping me. Nate has his own channel of all this car stuff, super in-depth Corvette builds and stuff like that. So he's worked on a lot of these cars. We're emptying the coolant right now. In order to pull the motor, you have to like empty all the fluids and hopefully, well, good thing we don't have to empty the oil because that's already gone. So this is the oil cooler, this is the AC, and this is the coolant. And what's crazy is this is probably the most important one and it's held up by zip ties. Not
Definitely
good.
one of the top 3 important ones.
Yeah, for sure. But look at that, it's even on this side too. Like, did the brackets,
why-
there was no brackets here. The bracket's gone to hold it.
I'm beginning to think this was built and modified before because all the air dams from here are missing.
That's not good.
Well, and then we've got cuts here.
Oh, what the why?
We're just modifying stuff. Sometimes.
Wow, this is really like, this should not be like this.
Yeah,
Like, where's even this?
yeah, plastic.
Yeah, what the
Right
heck?
here, I actually-
You know what's funny is I have this exact throttle body on my JZ.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, look.
Oh yeah.
It's the exact thing from a GM.
That's great.
So that means my throttle body is just the same one from there.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna get that bottom radiator hose out.
Yeah.
This we're gonna just take and we're going
Just pull it up.
should.
Yeah. I really want the AC. That's one thing I really want for this car. I want this to be a daily driven car that I can drive all the time. And then when the new build comes, I build that and daily drive that until I build the coolest fleet ever. So that's the goal. Woo! Let's pull this guy out.
That's why. So this car was built for the original owner by GM. There's his name right there.
Thanks, Roger, for your car. So that just wasn't coming out?
Dude, this whole thing already got busted and pushed.
Really?
Bam.
In the process of pulling the motor, our goal is to detach everything that's connected to it. That includes the wire harness, the fuel lines, the power steering pump, the AC, etc. And that's how we found this out.
Look at that, dude. That's broken off the block of the motor, bro.
Whoa. It looks like this bracket right here is broken. I don't know how that happened, but this whole piece needs to be replaced then too. I can't believe there's a hole in the side of the block. We know that it needs a new block for sure, like it chopped it in half. So then taking this motor out is 100% have to. And then finding a new one is gonna be a big one too.
And as we were able to get everything out, we put them all in the exact order at which they were taken out. We put all the bolts and hardware in baggies, writing down the names of what they were for. So when we're ready to put the motor back together, nothing will be lost.
So this is the moment where we're actually able to pull the motor out. Got the cherry picker here. We're gonna strap a chain to it, pull it out. That's how you pull the motor. We got everything off. This is how much stuff we had to pull off of it, including so much more you didn't see, which takes a long time. And then Now this process is gonna be very interesting.
All right, so while they're building that cherry picker over there, I gotta get something to eat. And so that's why I wanna say thank you to today's sponsor, Factor. One of my least favorite things is having to stop what I have to do and go spend 30 minutes in the kitchen to go make something to eat or go leave to get fast food. But with Factor, they send you fresh, never frozen food to your doorstep, and you can pop it in the microwave and have food almost instantly. Gotta use a turkey saw with your new meals. Sick. All right, if you guys want, you guys can take those clothes and claim it. They didn't tell me to do that. You just got free food. Oh man, dude, I'm so freaking hungry right now. This looks so good. No prep, no mess, ready in 2 minutes. The fact that I can just leave these in the refrigerator and just have them whenever I want is so good. If you're a go-getter and you forget to eat as often as I do, this is for you. Oh, look at that. They have options of drinks too. They have truffle butter with filet mignon. You kidding me, bro? You can go on the website and pick what you want, and then you can cook it as easy as this. Yeah. Hell yeah. That tastes so good. The fact that you can make this like right now and then pull a motor, that's nice. This is my filmer. He used to be a chef, so I want you to eat that right now.
It tastes like something that you could probably get at a restaurant.
Yeah, okay, delivered to your door. Bro, don't be slacking.
Why would you not buy this?
You stupid. They're not. I mean, I hope you're not.
I might even get one.
I'm gonna get 5. Head to factor75.com or click the link in the description and use coreyfunk50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. Recommend it, for sure. All right, so now that I'm done eating, we're gonna get this motor pulled. So let's get it done.
So before we pull it, we just check all around the whole thing, make sure we're not pulling wires, any lines, other things that might be bolted to it, so we don't just break everything. The only thing that's broken right now is the motor right now, and we don't want it to be anything else from us, because everything over here is really nice. Like, I'm actually really stoked about this. Really good quality, like headers, and same with this stuff. Super stoked about all of it. You know, this guy needs to be replaced, so I think we're gonna work with Holly and some other companies to be able to get, you know, some new pulleys and new intake manifolds, you know, new parts for this engine, because, you know, we're gonna want to run a little bit more power than it was already on this before, so we're definitely gonna want that.
After getting the motor out far enough to where we could see the entire thing, we could just see how much damage there really was.
Damn, dude, that's a fat hole. Oh my god, look at this. Over here, look at Look, I can move the thing right here. Wow, look at that. It's part of the engine right there. What broke right here, and then this part is all the way up in there. The fact that this went around in a circle and punched through the side of it, so it went through the whole thing.
How does that happen?
Because this thing's strong. Because this thing is what moves your car. So I want to see if the heads are good on this. We don't know until we look at it, but I want to make sure that they're good, because I know that this thing, if it disconnects, it will shoot up and then shoot into this. So I want to make sure that all this stuff isn't bad, because if it shot up and it ruined this, that means we only have to buy the bottom portion of the engine. I think it's,
Holy crap.
what?
That crack right there on this inside.
What's our next steps? Because you know what we have to do next.
We need to source a new block.
So we need to find a new block, or just the whole thing, just get a whole new one?
I would think in the whole new one, and we refresh that one.
So now that we know that we need to get an entirely new engine, there's a lot of other things that we need to be working on the car, including the interior.
Right now with the interior, it looks great, but it's super dirty. And this seat over here is broken. So this seat doesn't like hold, so it literally goes forward and back. So I'm gonna have to take these out and kind of clean the inside, because the inside's beautiful. And I feel like everything in here is great. We have to replace the battery, which doesn't matter right now because there's no motor in the car. Your mom? One of the next things that I want to do to this car is, as much as I love the paint color, I think a wrap always looks super, super cool. So we're gonna start designing something that we can wrap this car, and I want to try to figure out what we're gonna do with it. We're gonna get new wheels on it. Overall, this whole project has just got me so stoked. We got it done so fast too.